if I really looked at everything in my life as an opportunity, it's like, that would mean I'm learning from everything, every moment, every activity, every conversation with somebody. If I see it as an opportunity, I get to go work out. I get to have this podcast conversation. I get to write this song versus, oh, I don't feel like showing up right now.
We need awakened people, or just people on the way to awakening, to, enter in fully to just the messiness of the world. We need people to show up. We need people to reach out to others. And, we don't just need to just disappear into our little caves of solitude. For me, I think that's the challenge of this moment, is being both fully human in all of its complexity and fully awake. And those two things are not actually opposites. To be awake, to be Buddhas, to be conscious doesn't mean we throw out our humanity. Doesn't mean we throw out our anger or our sexuality or any of that. We can be fully human and we can be awake at the same time. So that is something I'm just seeing. That's my work right now as a spiritual seeker. And I have a feeling that if it speaks to me, it probably speaks to someone else too.
When I think of like the gurus or the spiritual awakened ones of the world, or that are on that path, that actually want to help like you do, like some may choose to go off into the caves, which might be exactly their calling. And an example that just came up was Jay Shetty, who was a monk and has sort of brought back his teachings and learnings and wisdom to social media, and his intention of making wisdom go viral. I remember in the midst of quarantine, he decided to do a live meditation for like a week or something every day at a certain time. And I tuned in for one of them, and it was like 40,000 people live with Jay Shetty meditating. And I'm like, wow, like from being in a cave to now 40,000 people being affected with this type of energy of this soft, beautiful music, and him guiding people through this inner body awareness scan. There's chaos going on everywhere else on social media, but he's just 40,000. I'm like, wow, that's incredible that you can take all that. And we have these tools now, like Zoom, like all these things and I see you doing that with your content. We've never even met in person, and you're impacting my life. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the time in the cave is important. That's something I think we have to honor on our spiritual journey. There are times to retreat, go really within, but then I think there's times to bring it out into the world, to bring the cave to Instagram, to integrate the two, or bring the Instagram to the cave, yes. One way or the other.
I really think the best version of myself looks at everything and doesn't avoid anything, because everything's here for a reason. And if everything is in fact an opportunity, then there's something to learn from even the things we don't want to look at. All right, I'm about to fire up this show. I always love putting the camera on last minute for me, because it really like puts me into that, like, all right, the camera's rolling, like, here we go. Good first set. It's a beautiful night, nice and breezy. I'm doing my best to just stay in the flow. I know the flow is where it's at. Even for this video, just like hit record and flow. And be so present and just say whatever the heck feels the most resonant. I told the crowd at one point, I don't really know how to talk to a crowd. And that was the honest truth at the time. And it felt like one of the most genuine moments of the night. And it was like the most inadequate moment. Sometimes when I'm playing music, I haven't thought about this in a long time. Sometimes when I'm playing a show, I'll literally imagine like I can see the sounds. Like I can see the sound waves coming out of the speaker, and as if it's healing people.
and they don't even know it. And it's not like I'm saying like, heal yourself with this frequency. I'm actually like trying to channel the room I'm in and feel like what's needed right now. Like, does there need to be a release? Does there need to be a relax? Does there need to be a cry? Does there need to be a happy? Like, what is that vibe? And then try to execute it and diagnose the crowd with my intuition and just sing something. So keep on keeping on, everybody. Keep sharing your truth, living your message, and it'll inspire the people that it needs to inspire at the right time. All right, we'll talk to you after the show, maybe.